Ascendant ETB drop. Not sure if they're gonna have any, to be honest, but there's a lot going on here right now. Got like a full parking lot, a bunch of people, but there is construction going on. I don't know if you can see it. We got like all that construction going on, so it's hard to say if it's just the construction crews and whatnot. Um, but yeah, we're chilling at Target. It's like 6:30 in the morning. That's pretty early. Things I gotta do for this channel, man. Things I gotta do. I mean, I woke up without my alarm anyway, so I guess I'm not doing that much. But it's just ironic. Um, Target people starting to show up. Apparently, seems a little early for them to be coming to work, though. I mean, I guess maybe they're doing like stocking. What's up, Perp? Uh, Chilling, waiting for that Ascendant at Target. Good old Target. There's a lot of people here, though. I mean, some of them are workers, some of them probably construction crew. But speaking of Target, we got the announcement yesterday that Pokemon bought out the Excel brands. So Pokemon bought out the supplier for Target. So it's gonna be a little bit before we kind of see what that means, but it is very interesting that they bought out the distributor for Target and like quite a few other retailers. So it's going to be interesting to see what that does. There's a couple things that come to mind, like number one, not being able to find stuff at MSRP. That's a big one. Um, Not being able to have stock on shelves like it should be. That's another big one. At the end of the day, we won't actually know what's going to happen with Pokemon obtaining Excel until they start actually getting control of the company. And it's kind of weird because Target like just raised their prices on their Ascended Heroes. I mean, so did everybody else. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody else has raised their prices on it. But like, I just got the 3-pack here the other day for $20, and I was just like, dang, they were like 18 last week. How are they $20 now? That makes no sense. But who knows? Could be Excel's just trying to nickel them some new money before they sold the Pokemon. It's possible. No, those come in April. Come in April. It's like the only thing I got on Pokemon Center too. Gotta make sure. I gotta remember which card I used and make sure there's more than enough money in there for that, so I don't get canceled for lack of money, lack of funds, or some crazy thing. But no, it's just today should be ETBs, 2-pack blisters, the tins, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, I've been seeing people posting that they're getting the pin collection, because the pins collection is not supposed to drop for like another month, and that was done by MJ Holdings though, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's kind of crazy because those weren't supposed to come out yet. It could be that maybe it's part of the play from Pokemon pushing the 2-pack blisters back. Maybe they're like, oh, we'll push the 2-packs back, and then we'll push the pin collection forward, and we'll try and flood the market because prices are way too high or something. I don't know. It's the only thing I could think of is they last minute decided to change it in order to get more stuff out there, because they're like, oh, we really messed up doing the 3-pack only and not having stuff out there for people. Because I still don't even have that much of Ascended. Like, I got enough for a couple shows and that's it. So after this should be less stressful, but for a little while there, it was like I don't really have any. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's actually kind of nice out. I mean, it's only 40 degrees, but when I got up, walked out to the car this morning, it was like, it's actually kind of nice. Didn't even wear my jacket. It's just like, oh, that's nice. But it is a little bit rainy, so that's why I'm chilling in the car. Otherwise, I'd probably be up there already. I'd be first in line, even though there's been like a bunch of people sitting here longer than me. Because ain't nobody getting in line yet. They're all chilling in the cars. And I can't blame them. Kind of not exactly great outside right now. We got tons of employees and like construction crew going in and out right now as well. So, and this is new. I don't know when they added this, but they got a little mobile office now. Like they already shut down like half the parking lot for a bunch of storage. They got a bunch of shipping containers over there where they're storing all their stuff for the construction. But whatever. Oh yeah, you're third. I mean, based off what I'm seeing in these cars, there's like one person for sure probably waiting for Pokemon right now that was ahead of me. And then there's one guy that showed up like right about the time I was going live. So that's this guy right here. You can see him playing on his phone. I don't know who he is, but he's like playing on his phone. And then that red SUV right there was the one that was here before me. I kind of like my spot though, because I got the cart return right next to me. I don't know if you can see it, so I don't have to worry about anyone hitting my car or something. Well, unless they hit me from behind, then no hope anyway. But yep, it's gonna be a while before they open though. An hour and a half. Probably not gonna be live for that whole time, but we'll do a little bit. But yeah, between that new print facility they got a little bit ago, and now they're picking up a distributor, there's probably going to be some big changes coming. So if you're a reseller, that's probably not going to be great for you. but if you're a collector, it's going to be fantastic. But at the end of the day, no way to know for sure until it happens, until things happen. So it's just a wait and see. I mean, I don't care if you looked over then. No, I didn't bring a lunch. I was actually like, man, I should have brought my chips that I have. But lucky me, I left them in the car from work yesterday. So I was like, man, I should have brought my chips. I did bring coffee, though, because it's ridiculously early. So I brought some coffee. And I might, because after here, I'm going to go to Best Buy. So Best Buy is pretty much always next for me. After that, I'm not 100% sure, because supposedly the Micro Center near us got a ton, but it's kind of far away, and they open at the same time Best Buy does. So that's not really somewhere I think I could get to in time. And I really don't like starting over there in that area, because it is a good area to start. There's a Target, there's a Best Buy, and Micro Center all within like a half mile of each other. And so it is a really good area to start. But because it's a good area to start, that's where literally everybody and their brother goes. And it's not just those ones. There's a GameStop there. there's a Barnes and Noble over there. There's literally all kinds of big retailers for Pokemon. There's a Five Below. I don't know if Five Below is dropping anything today, but tons of retailers for Pokemon within a very small area. So I don't go over there because tons of people go over there. So, and I'd prefer not to fight with tons of people, not to have to stand in like 40-person lines. Now, Micro Center is pretty good because they pass out tickets beforehand, and if you get a ticket, you can leave and come back at opening and still get your stuff. So I will give them that they do that. And they're supposedly going to be MSRP. I don't know if that's true. I think they were kind of high on the sleep packs when I went there for, I think it was Phantasmal. And that's because at the time, Best Buy was opening an hour early for the holidays. So Best Buy opened at 9. I could zoom over there because it's like 35 minutes away. I could zoom over there and get in line there before they even opened. So I did do it that time. But the only thing I got was sleep packs because all the tickets were passed out for all the other stuff. And the sleep packs were not MSRP. They were like $6 if I remember right. which is a fair bit more. And you could literally buy an unlimited amount, but if you bought more than 10, they jump it up to like $20 a pack, which is crazy. So it is what it is. Yeah. In 20 minutes? Where are you that you open up in 20 minutes? That's crazy. I don't know about that. Best Buy closing stores. I mean, it's not impossible. Every time I go into a Best Buy, there's like not that many. There's like nobody there. It's like a ghost town for the most part. Like there might be like one or two people at a time, maybe three. So they're really not getting a whole lot of foot traffic. So it wouldn't surprise me if they end up closing some stores, which would be bad because they're like the only place that's MSRP anymore. I mean, I think Barnes and Noble might be, but then again, I never find anything at Barnes and Noble, so you know, it is what it is. I mean, they should have ETBs. I don't know where you're at, but they should. Yep. I'm waiting for Pokemon, Marie. Waiting for that Pokemon. An hour and 20 minutes. Wait, an hour and 20 minutes for some Pokemon. Although, there are Ascended ETBs on the Target website right now. And you can add them to your cart, but I tried it and it wasn't letting me check out. It's been like, oh, this is in super high demand. Try again. So, if you guys want to try, you can. It's on their website. They're $60 though, so it's a little bit expensive. And from what I understand, Target drops them in waves, so it's possible you could hit one if you're like waiting around. You could try that, maybe get one, maybe not, but it is on there. Now, I did try, but I was like, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna waste my time sitting here trying to get it to check out all morning and then getting I'm frustrated that I spent all that time trying to do that and didn't get anything. I really don't like online drops for that specific reason because you most of the time you don't get anything and you just feel like crap. It's like, man, that sucked. Just wasted all that time and energy. Good luck, Bert. I hope I do too. I'm pretty sure I will, but the question is how much and for what price? Because some places a little bit more. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna watch some shows for a little bit, chill, probably come back when I get over to Best Buy, maybe. But yeah, see what we can do. I mean, you unfortunately you got to be there when they're dropping, because otherwise, gone. It's unless they strictly enforce limits, which a lot of Targets do. A lot of Targets will strictly enforce limits. And I know the system used to limit it. The system used to do the 2 limit per SKU, but that technically only blocks you from scanning more on that sale. You could technically buy it, scan some more again, buy it again, and cheat the system that way. But in my experience, Targets are pretty good. You just go on drop days that morning, like today. Good chance you'll get something. Your best bet is to try and find a store near you that has set drop days, because there are stores that do that. There's 2 near me that I know of that do that. It's one of the places that I go, even if it is one of the more expensive places, because it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed drop every week. And even if it's more expensive, it's like $5 more on most things, if not than other retailers. So it's not just like $5 more than MSRP. It's like $5 more than whatever the other retailers are charging. Unless it's like singles. If it's singles, then it might only be $1 more or $2 more. But like I think ETBs, they're like 60. And then I heard there's 70 right now for the Ascended ETBs, which is crazy. I haven't gotten any there yet, so I'm not 100% on that. But 70 for their Ascended ETBs is nuts. but it's guaranteed drop. And if you want stuff, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I'd much rather give my money to the store than go to the secondary market and give it to people that potentially tamper with it, potentially selling fake items. Like, I'd rather just go to the store, even if it is more expensive. It's frustrating, it's annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah. But vending machines are pretty good. Vending machines, probably your second best bet. If you have a Best Buy, most of them hold their stuff till Fridays. They're a pretty good spot. It's one I'd recommend. But yeah. Probably gonna, but the question is going to be how much and for how much money. that's I mean, what I tell people all the time is, oh, you can find Pokemon. You can find Pokemon anywhere. It's just probably not going to be a price that you want to pay. Like, I can't find Pokemon. I'm like, where are you looking? Because I find it all the time. It's usually just secondary market and like some absurd price, which is unfortunate, but could be getting fixed. They did just buy that print facility, and now they just bought a distributor, so Pokemon might be ready to start slamming stuff out. So if you actually want it to collect, it's going to be a good thing. If you're wanting it because there's money involved, well, you might be a little upset here coming soon, but you know, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own thing. And the one thing I'll always say is, wherever there's money to be made, someone's gonna try and make it. Doesn't matter what it's for and what it's doing. Doesn't matter what the moral question about it is. If there's money to be made, someone's gonna try and make it. It's just the way it is. Yeah. that's wait. Booster boxes for $80. I'd buy that all day. That's like half price. I think you might be mistaken on the type of product there, because a booster box is supposed to be 160. Those are the big 36-pack boxes. You might be thinking of like booster bundles or ATVs, in which case they are ridiculously overpriced in that case, because ATVs should be $50 and booster bundles should be $27. Yeah. Probably not going to find them for that, but that's what they should be. That's what Pokemon recommends they be priced at. Retailers can do whatever they want. Secondary market can definitely do whatever they want, but that's what they're supposed to be. Oh yeah, that's like quadruple. Although, I mean, if it's one, for me, it's one thing if it's a set that's out of print. If the set is out of print, can't go to the store and find it, it's a whole different story. But if it's in print and they're $80, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy town. I know there's actually a LGS right over here. They have a bunch of Paldean Fates, like $110 for a booster bundle. Yeah. Or no, yeah, Paldean Fates, right? Yeah, Paldean Fates, $110 for a booster bundle. I gotta say, Paldean Fates is kind of not being printed anymore, but $110 for a booster bundle. Booster bundles, 6 packs, is so crazy. So crazy. I just look at it, I'm like, well, it's no wonder they're sitting. It's no wonder they're not selling. Because they've been there for a while. Don't get me wrong, they've been there for a very long time. And they're probably going to stay there for a very long time. I feel like they're going to have to like post them on TCG Player or something. And someone's going to have to go buy them out there, because they're probably not going to sell them in store at that price. I mean, they have dropped it a little bit, like when when Paladin Fates was like going down a little bit. I think it dropped down to like 90 for bundles on for the market. They did drop it to 90, but it's whoop right back up. The last time I was in there. Oh, last time I was in there, I traded them one of my extra Psyducks from Ascended plus like $200 for a booster box of Mega because I needed more Mega. It's not a great deal. Not a great deal. But I was so far behind on Mega that I was like, I kind of got to do something. And here we are. Because I'm not sure how much more of it they're going to print. I mean, I imagine they're probably going to print quite a bit because it's still pretty early in its life cycle. It's like not even been a year yet for Mega Evolution. And they're technically in the Charizard tins that are supposed to drop today, but it's only one. It's just one. Which, I don't know why the Charizard tins they made. Like, they have 2 Phantasmal, 1 Mega, and 1 Journey. And I'm just like, why? Why wouldn't you make it like 2 Phantasmal, 2 Mega? Why go all the way back to Journey? Or if you did that, why wouldn't you just make it Phantasmal, Mega, Destined, and then Journey? Like, it doesn't really make sense. But Pokemon does whatever it wants. They just do whatever they want. Don't get me wrong, I like Journey. I love Journey. Had one of my favorite cards, Salamence. One of my favorite cards. And I was so happy when I pulled one. So happy. Except for it had like 1 dot on the border and that kind of sucked. But yeah, it was a good day. Probably the one I just said. Salamence. He's the GOAT. The GOAT. No. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty sure it's just Salamence. If I had to pick one, that'd be my guy. I don't know why. I just like him. I think he looks cool. I think he's awesome. It's like the dragon. Like the dragon. But he's my dude. Ooh. My favorite Target employees here. Well, not technically. My favorite one would be the one that's usually waiting here with me. One of the employees, they're always here, waiting for the Pokemon drops every week. It's kind of laughing, but one of our coworkers walks up and he's like, "Oh, you're here? What are you doing here? Are you working?" She's like, "No, wait for the Pokemon." That's my favorite one. This is my second favorite one. Who also apparently collects. I didn't know that till like Christmas time, because I've never seen her like buy any. I've never seen her like try to get any. But yeah, she's pretty nice. But she's here, which means they should be able to find their Pokemon stock. So that's good stuff. Because sometimes, because I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Mega Evolution. When Mega Evolution dropped, I came to this Target, and they literally had Pokemon, but they had literally no Mega Evolution at all. Like none. Zip, zilch, zero. And they had like a huge line waiting outside. So bad. I mean, they had black and white though. That was kind of cool. I was kind of happy for that. I was like, ooh, give me some of that. Give me some of that white flare. And I was trying to be nice and just take one bundle. And as soon as the lady behind me walked up, she's like, "I'll take 2 bundles." Just like, wow. That's kind of don't care about nobody else, I guess. But yeah. But my buddy's not going to be here today. She's like, "I'm not getting paid this week." And I guess one of her friends got a Pokemon Center ETB. And it's going to give her that one. So I'm guessing she spent money she would have spent here this morning on that. Maybe. And I heard Pokemon ATBs, Pokemon Center ETBs for Ascendant Heroes. Some of the cards aren't coming with the stamps for the promo. Like some of the Zekrums and Zekrums are not coming with Pokemon Center stamp. And part of me is wondering, because I'm not sure if I've seen any that actually have the stamp. So part of me is wondering, did they just say, hey, we're not going to stamp them anymore? Because that's one of the reasons why these resell for so much and why people are trying to get them so badly. So we'll just stop stamping them. I mean, we'll still make the like sleeves and the outside the same, with the Pokemon Center logo. That way people know this is one that has the extra packs in it. But if they stop stamping them, that could seriously affect the price of Pokemon Center ETBs, like the long-term price growth. Because that's the true thing that sets it apart from a regular ETB. I mean, yes, it's still exclusive. It still has that exclusivity just based off the outside. But one of the big things that drives up its value is the very limited stamped promo inside. Like that's one of the big things that drives up the value. So if they stop putting stamped promos in them and just said, okay, we'll get you resellers, we'll just stop putting stamped promos in our ETBs. Yeah. That could do something. It wouldn't surprise me if they did it on purpose. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Oh, wow. Where's Vaughn's at? I've never heard of Vaughn's. Like here, the vending machines for us are in Kroger. It's like, I don't know where you, depending on where you are, like where I grew up, there is no Kroger's. It's called Fred Meyer's. But here where I am now, they're Kroger's. And I wish our Kroger's didn't let their employees over there because a lot of them get cleaned out pretty quick by employees. And in a lot of cases, like I've seen employees go over there and hit the screen. I've seen one where I was like getting something out of it, and the employee came up behind me and was like watching, like, "Ooh, I want to get in there." I'm in Michigan. Yeah, Michigan, and it's surprisingly nice outside. Even though its car says it's 39 degrees outside. When I walked out this morning, I was like, "This is actually kind of nice." I almost don't need a jacket. Kind of nice. But probably should still wear one. Is that yeah, that's an employee. She rang the bell. I was like, this lady's still up there? Is she a worker or not? It's like, dang, do I gotta get in line? And I probably will cut before I get in line because some people don't like being on camera and they don't want to be around that. It's not their thing. And I like respecting other people because everybody should. It's just the right thing to do. But, yep. I think we're about to call it for now, though. Well, no, because I've been to Nevada. I stayed in Las Vegas for a little bit, and they had Kroger's. So, I mean, Bonds might be specific there. So, this is interesting that Bonds would have the machines instead of Kroger. Because Pokemon obviously has like a partnership with Kroger. So, at least here they do. But, and the fact that I know Kroger's are in Las Vegas. It's actually where I got my Kroger card. My little Kroger card. It's down in Las Vegas. Had it the entire time. Get my little Kroger Plus card. Ooh. Got that from Vegas. So. Well, you might want to. You can go on the Pokemon Center website, and they'll tell you where all the vending machines are. And you might want to look and see if maybe your Kroger has one too. Although, if your Vons is telling employees to stay away from the machine, you're probably better off going to Vons because Kroger don't seem to care. They do not care. They'll let people stay at those machines even though they're not supposed to because technically you're not supposed to be loitering outside that machine. And I imagine it's part of the lease that they have with Pokemon. And the store's supposed to enforce that. but a lot of stores won't. I was just at one the other day, and the guy was sitting there hovering over it for like. I went in, went to check it, and the guy was already there. And as soon as I was walking up, he's like tapping the screen, like, "No, you can't touch this." And I went in, bought some stuff that I needed, and on my way out, I was gonna try and hit it again. And still there, same guy. I was like, "Bro, there's no loitering at this machine." He's like, "Who are you, the police?" I'm just like, "No, but if you'd like, we could get you some." Like, people do anything at all. And in particular, resellers, because whenever money's involved, people get stupid. Doesn't matter what it is. Anything with money, people get stupid, and kind of defeats the purpose. But unfortunate, but it is a reality. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump off. Good luck out there. If you're out waiting for some stuff, hope you get some. See you later.